Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Today's a fun day for me. Well, you know, most days are a fun day for me. It's crafting. Most days I touch my yarn, even if I don't knit or crochet, I still at least touch the yarn, and that makes me happy. So today I'm gonna go ahead and I've gathered all around me all the things that I completed in September. That does not mean I started it in September and finished it in September, because I have a few whips that have taken quite a bit longer than that, but that's okay. These are things that were finished, completed in September. Another thing I realized, I have a lot of ends to weave in. I think the professional term for how many ends I have to weave in is about a crap ton. I'm just saying, I didn't realize that there's only a couple projects I actually took care of the ends. Everything else I just left and continued on to the next project. That is okay. I think I'm going to have to take a full day of let me weave in the ends and just collect my pile, right? All the pile of ends, right? That's what I'm gonna have to do. So it's okay. I was really tickled because I'll go back through my notes. You know, I've got a planner that sometimes I pretend like I write in. Yeah. This is the best I've ever done on that, by the way. It really has. Even if I have to kind of go back and go, what did I do this week? I'm still at least writing it down week to week. And then it surprises me doing the monthly videos because I don't remember. I swear, I did not remember doing all of this stuff. But that's okay. There we go. So I was really super excited because I had forgotten these or September. Hand knit socks. And if you're new here, I make at least 10 pair of socks for my family for Christmas every year. And yeah, they don't knit themselves. They don't. People will tell you socks are fast. The only reason socks can be considered fast, they're not fast, but the only reason that they can really be considered that is you're using stolen moments. You know, in between projects, a few stitches here, a few stitches there, and then before you know it, they're done. Yeah, that's it. So they don't knit themselves. They take some time, and depending on the size, there are a good 10,000 stitches per sock. So that's a lot. All right. These are a labor of love that I do for my family, and there you go. So I'm happy with that. This is, I dropped the ball. This is this yarn. This is Signature. This is the Signature series by West Yorkshire Spinners, and they come out with new colors every year. This is the Nutcracker color. It's a 100-gram ball. It's a what is it, 75 25 75% wool, 25% nylon, and then 2% polyester. That is that luscious, beautiful sparkle in there, and it is called Nutcracker. This retailed for $16.95 at a local yarn store. There you go. Love this yarn for that. For the price point for a good hard-wearing sock yarn, I think this is fantastic. I love my opal yarns. Opals are a lot more money, but I get them on Etsy, and I have them shipped from Turkey. Yay. You know, because you have different people on Etsy that sell things, and I've done really, really well, and I'll get them around that price, you know, anywhere from $12 to $15, and love that. But I like the German sock yarns almost the best. I really do. I just like that good hard wearing. The kids don't have to be, you know, super fat or super gentle with it or anything. I've made them socks with Malabrigo sock yarn before, and it says it's superwash, and it is, but it's gentle superwash. So if you do the same rugged things with that you do with your opal, it's going to fade and it's going to shrink and felt. Ask me how I know, but that's okay. And I got another pair of socks done. Oh yeah, you're like, show me both. Okay, there we go. I did it. I got 2 pair of socks done in the month of September. This I got in my mystery yarn bags of Aberdeen wool yarn. I know, isn't that cool? This is KFI organic. It's a wool. And then this right here is a Barocco vintage sock yarn. I'm loving it. I had to immediately start on that. That was my first time ordering from Aberdeen wool, and getting this stuff took a lot longer than I had expected with no communication. But what arrived was amazing, was way more than I paid for because I got mystery bags. And you know, the quality is what I'm referring to is, and I love sock yarn. Now, some people would be very irritated to get sock yarn. I think I've ordered 6 bags of mystery yarns, and I ended up with, I think, about 8 balls of sock yarn. Hello, one of these alone would have made me happy for the amount that I paid for that bag. And then of course there was other yarns in there too. So I was totally thrilled, absolutely pleased. The monetary value was there for me. Some people hate fingering, not so much for them. I'm not keen on the bigger yarns. I already gave those to a friend. So, you know, there you go. But anyway, that's not what this is about. 2 pair of socks down. Yes. All right. So keeping with the accessories theme, where'd the head go? There's the head. And you're like, head? What do you mean head? I have a head. I have a head. Yes. This is the Rave yarn. This is a Joann Big Twist exclusive yarn. It is 100% acrylic yarn. Let me see. That's the stuff right here. I have plenty more. This is, it says 3 of them will make an adult sweater. I believe it. 1 for a hat. Yep, definitely 1 for a hat. I made more than 1 hat, or I can with more than 1 hat. Where is it? Okay, there it is. 312 yards, 5.3 ounces. It's 100 grams, 100% premium acrylic worsted weight yarn. Love the gradient. And those who have family members, kids, etc., who really like Minecraft, this is a perfect color. I know Erin from Crafting Kitty made a hat for her son, and it was more of the black at the bottom, and then it gradiated up. Just depends on where you start the skein, right? And she made it for her son, and I'm sure he absolutely loves it because he picked out the color, and that's what he wanted, and that's very reminiscent. So that is hat number 1. That is called Harvest Orchard. And it was a free pattern for a limited time, and that's when I got it. I think it is a paid for pattern now. And then the other one I did, look at that. This is with Big Twist Supernova. It's one of their newer yarns, brand new yarn, and it is just fantastic to work with. I did some cables and some bobbles, and these are like micro stripes. Of course, they don't show up as nicely or as well. I don't care. I wanted to make the hat, and I wanted to, you know, I didn't care. I do like how it kind of broke up the stripes a little bit with that cables going. You can see a little bit. That's okay. It's not as in your face with the pattern, with the yarn choice, but I was good with that. I really like it. It reminds me of fruit stripe gum. It really does. And I had fun with it. And that's really what matters. So 2 hats down, 2 pair of socks for the month. Yay! So thrilled. And because it was shawl month on Things We're Making Thursday, I was able to finish, because I, you know, just pushed myself, finish this shawl that I started in May and finished that in September, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I know I've got ends. I told you I was supposed to block it and everything and then show it, but I didn't. So there you go. I just need to. I really do. This is pretty. And it's getting crisper, and I think I need to wear that. That is stunning. Look at that. This is a free pattern. I'll link down below. It stands for affectionate in another language, and I don't say the word right, but it's beautiful. And it's fingering weight yarn, you know, and it's just absolutely stunning. And I received this yarn in a mystery yarn box, and I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled. So I got a shawl done. Yay, so excited. And then another shawl, because again, it was Things We're Making Thursday. I finished the Laura shawl by Lily Go. If you're not familiar with her as a crochet artist, I highly recommend you go check her out. She's absolutely amazing. She has beautiful designs. And even if you choose not to make any, you can definitely get inspiration from it, right? Because that's what we do. I really do like this. And the pattern says you can put beads in between each flower. Obviously I didn't do that when I started it. I didn't have any beads ready, available, etc. But I think that would just make it an over-the-top gorgeous piece. It really would. And no, I don't have my ends woven in on this either, right? And I haven't blocked it. I need to block it. The kids have been playing with the blocking boards. They have been having a blast putting them together and taking them apart. I'm pretty sure that they will get wrecked in the process, but that's okay. I'll get more. I got those at Hobby Lobby in the play area or something like that. So there you go. I mean, that is cool. Well, this month, surprisingly, I was able to complete large projects. And this one right here, yeah, this is my husband's blanket. So happy to have gotten this. And I did weave in the ends on this. He has been using this. I have a picture of my daughter-in-law wrapped up in it. And he's like, what? She's used my blanket before I got a chance to? Yeah, because when we went on our road trip, yeah, her and our oldest son stayed at the house and took care of the dog. So she was all snuggled up into it before hubby had a chance to. Woo! A little naughty. I have this done. It is spectacular. He loves it. This is made from the pattern part is Lion Brand Wool Ease Fair Isle, and I'm enjoying how that feels. It's an 80-20, I believe, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, just a little bit of wool, not a whole lot. I love wool, so does he. And this other part is Red Heart brushed acrylic. It was my first time using it, and I got enough to make this blanket. I didn't know how much I would need. Now that I finished this, I realized I have enough to make another one in this color. And then I bought it in purples. And then I bought it in the mustardy taupe color with some matching this. Yeah, I went a little overboard, but Joanne had it with coupons and stacking and everything else, right? You know, I just hit that sweet spot for the Lion Brand. This right here, normally $9.99. I think I got it for $3.99 a ball. Yeah, I went a little overboard. I'm just gonna say it. I went a little overboard, and I'm not feeling guilty. No, I don't feel guilty at all. Yep. So blanket number 1 done. Oh, why am I numbering it? Because I got a couple of blankets done. Actually, a few, right? So there's that one, and then the next one that I did, and I didn't realize that I hadn't woven in my ends until I started to get ready for this, is this one I've affectionately dubbed Joy's Trip, hashtag Joy's Trip. This is the Trip Around the World quilt pattern, and I do have a free tutorial out there on how to make this, and it is stunning. This one is going to be sent off to Camp Boggy Creek for the children. It meets the size requirements. Really happy about that. That is a size requirement of 35 to 40 inches wide and 40 to 50 inches long. If you make a square, which you can, I made this one rectangle, but if you make a square, you want your sweet spot to be 40 by 40. If you send it too big or too small, it'll still get used, but a child won't be able to take it home, right? So that's a choice, right? You can still send it, you know, because sometimes we measure once, twice, 3 times, and it's just not the right size. It happens. So this is complete. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta weave in my ends, but there you go. So blanket. So not only did I get the blanket done, I also got the tutorial done so others can do it too. And there's 2 people who've already done it. I'll do another video on that and show those and everything else. And yeah, lots of fun. So then the other blanket I got done, same pattern. You'll notice on this, the squares are bigger. These are 9 stitches for the squares, right? And this one is 7 stitches, so a little bit smaller of a square. Same pattern. Yeah, so this is the same free pattern. Now, I made this one out of Joanne Big Twist Rave yarn, the same as I made the orange, the green hat with, and I think it's fabulous. I really do. All these yarns were cake yarns that gradiated from color to color. This one I made in all the solids. And you can see, obviously, the nice pattern as it goes around with the solids. Well, this is the same thing, but it has those cakes, so it gradiates and it's more pixelated in colors. Yeah, I know, I've got my hands. But it's a lot more pixelated, and it is super bright. And this one is going to end up, the goal, you know, being done, except for the hands, was going to send this one off to Camp Boggy Creek. Remember when I said we can measure once or twice and everything and like, it doesn't work? Yeah, I made this one too big. It happens. It's, you know, I guess I got carried away and was just having fun going around in circles and everything. So it's a little big, and yes, they could still use it, but I wanted a child to have it. So I'm going to end up making it a lot bigger. I'll figure it out. I'm going to make it a lot bigger and give it to my oldest son for Christmas. That's the plan, since it's too big for its intended purpose and not really big enough for my son who's like 6'5". So I'll add on to it. I think, not sure yet, I'll do a log cabin type, you know, thin strips around, because if I did it in just rows with the cakes of yarn, I don't know if that's going to do the color the way that I want to. So I'm going to border it with all of those colors. I don't know. I'll figure it out. You know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So in my mind, it's the pixelated stuff like this, and then it's going to be framed. And I'm not sure how many rounds I will put on it for a framing. I was thinking of making each frame like the same as each block, the same size, and going around with it, and then however many of those that I need to get it to where it would be an appropriate size for a 6'5" child. He's my child. I can call him a child. Yeah, I know he's an adult. He's 31, but he's still my child. He's my baby. He's my baby. Yeah. So that is what I was able to muster up, accomplish, and complete in the month of September. And I am stunned. I did not realize 3 blankets. I mean, these 2 are crochet. Okay. Oh, let you in on a secret. If you watch the tutorial, use a really freaking big crochet hook. A lot bigger than I expected, no doubt. So I've got the 2 crochet blankets, a knit blanket. Yeah, a knit blanket. It's my first time. Oh my gosh, my first time doing an adult knit blanket. I'm so thrilled. Couple of shawls, right? I don't know what it's gonna, I think I'll probably keep this one until somebody takes it from me. What I mean by that is I'll keep things, I might wear it, I might not, you know, and then the person who it really belongs to will present themselves. Sometimes it's a couple years later. I mean, we know how that goes. And they'll ooh and ah over it in just the right manner. And then I'm like, here, you can take it. Please take it home. It's yours. It's calling to you. Yeah, kind of like that. This one will end up going to somebody. I don't know who, right? But I think I'll keep this one for a while. So not sure. The hats, they'll go to someone. I do need to make some child size hats. This one, yes, the granddaughters like, but it is too big for them. It's cute. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? It is so cute, but it's too big for the granddaughters. And I need to make some kids hats. I have a lot of adult hats that I have made. And even this one's not a kid's hat, right? I don't have any kids hats. And yeah, the kids were over and the youngest one was asking for a hat. I'm like, oh, when you have a 2-year-old asking you for a hat, you get out your needles and you make a hat. That's what nanas do. And I'm a nana, right? I gotta make another hat. So I hopefully next month I will have a plethora of child hats that they can choose from. I think that would be a good idea. But yeah, I went digging through my bins and stuff, and yeah, I don't have children's hats. I have adult hats. I have colors that would be, you know, very nice for children, but they don't fit a child. They're way too big. And yeah, my 8-year-old granddaughter, she's like, that's okay, I can grow into it. No, I'll make you a hat that actually fits you. That would be better. We'll get these to somebody, right? You know, somebody will have a hat, but we'll have to make something that fits her. That's it. That is my completion. That is everything that I was able to squeeze out at the last minute and get done in the month of September. What a crafting month. I am just absolutely thrilled. That's a lot of big projects. That's a lot of big projects. So I'm gonna just pat myself on the back. Oh yeah, there you go. Because I had not realized that all of that stuff was in September, but my handy little planner said it was. So show it. There you go. That's exciting. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.